Hi, I'm George.
Hi, I'm Bobby. In this video we're going to be looking at how you can improve your muscular strength and endurance.
Firstly, what is resistance training? Resistance training is a form of exercise that induces muscular contraction against an external force. This can be done using weights, bands or body weight exercises to help increase your strength, your power and your muscular endurance.
There are many benefits of resistance training. Some of these are that it builds strength and size through working the muscle, causing hypertrophy to occur, growing and strengthening the muscle. It also boosts metabolism and fat loss by increasing resting metabolic rate and enhanced mental health, releasing endorphins, therefore reducing depression and boosting confidence. The first method of training is free weights. Free weights are strength training equipment that are not attached to a machine, allowing a full, unrestricted range of motion. Some examples of free weights are this barbell here, and dumbbells and kettlebells. I'm going to demonstrate some movements with these. So first of all, we've got a dumbbell bicep curl. So you keep your feet shoulder width apart, hands out like this, and we bring the weight up. This targets the bicep. As you can see, which is the upper arm here. You can see the movement. Next, we've got barbell bicep curls. Just the same movement, feet shoulder width apart again. But this one, it's the same movement in the bicep again. Right side with the upper arm, you can hit the tricep. This is still an overhead extension. You keep it like this. Actually get full extension here, like so. The next movement is an overhead extension. This works the tricep, another part of the upper arm. So you bring it up, make sure not to hit your head when you're setting up or on the way back down. You extend the arm like so. Again, making sure not to hit your head on the way back down. Keeping a controlled movement throughout. And lastly, you've got the kettlebell. And we're doing this with the kettlebell spring, which targets the glutes, the hamstring and the lower back, also known as the posterior chain. So you go like this, and move it, like that, swing it up, that's up. There are many advantages of free weights training. Some advantages of this are that it can provide a full range of motion as users can move in any direction, adapting the exercise to their needs. It also has a high calorie burn. Exercise can target multiple muscle groups, boosting metabolism. However, some disadvantages are that you've got a high risk of injury. Poor technique can cause muscle strain. You also might need a splatter because there is a chance that you could drop the weight and injure yourself if you're lifting too heavy. When I move on to the medicine ball, this is a weighted ball, typically shoulder width in diameter. It is used to train rehabilitation and explosive exercises. A movement you can do with this is a squat, so you hold it up, balls like this, your feet shoulder width apart, and go down, squat, like that. Some advantages and disadvantages are that it's a full body, pause there actually.
Yeah.
Some advantages of the medicine ball is that it can condition the entire body by engaging multiple muscle groups. It's also portable and accessible, meaning it's easy to use anywhere. However, some disadvantages are there's a risk of injury, as you could drop onto yourself, causing injury. Also, it can be difficult to grip and hold, which can also lead to injury. A bicep curl is an isolation exercise that targets the bicep flanker and the brachialis muscles by bending your arm at the elbow. I'm now going to demonstrate this movement. Feet shoulder width apart, arm to your side, and controlling the movement once you bring it up to your shoulder, like so. Some advantages of the bicep curl is that it's got good isolation, allowing the peak amount of growth and strength to occur. It's also got a neutral range of motion, and there's a free-out movement as opposed to using barbell curls. It's also got great versatility, meaning it can be done standing, seated, alternating or simultaneously, with minimal equipment needed. Some disadvantages are it's easy to cheat form and use momentum, which reduces its effectiveness and could lead to an injury. It's also not ideal for calorie burning due to its isolation of the movement, and also got a high risk of injury if poor usage of the movement can cause pain and stress to joints and tendons.
We're now going to move on to bodyweight exercises. These are a form of strength training that use your own body weight and gravity to create resistance, requiring little to no equipment. There are some simple bodyweight exercises, for example sit-ups and push-ups. For a sit-up, what you want to do is you want to bend your knees and you want to keep your feet nice and planted. You want to lean back, you put your hands behind your head, and you want to lean forward into your knees. Next, 4. That's embarrassing. Stop. The next exercise we're going to do is press up. For a press up, what you want to do is you want to keep your back nice and straight, you want to keep your arms nice and wide, and not keeping them into your body as much. There are many disadvantages and advantages of bodyweight exercises. Some advantages are that they provide functional strength, as movements can mimic everyday life. They also reduce chances of injuries, as they are generally low impact on the joints. Some disadvantages are that they are difficult for progressive overload, as it is harder to increase weight. It is also harder to isolate muscles compared to machines and free weights. Overall, we believe that the best option for resistance training is a resistance machine. This is because they pose a low injury risk, which is a benefit for people who have mobility issues and who are elderly. They also provide a structured path for movement, so it is a safer option and it is also better for beginners. They also have a larger variety of machines, so this can help you target multiple and different muscle groups during a session or during a week program. We're now going to look at the different exercises for a group session. Firstly, we're going to look at tricep dips. These are a bodyweight strength exercise designed to target and strengthen the triceps whilst also engaging the shoulders and the chest. You can use either a bench or a chair to perform this exercise. Firstly, what you want to do is align yourself next to the bench. You want to have, I said that wrong. Firstly, what you want to do is you want to align yourself next to the bench. You want to put your hands down by your hips and you want to go down and grip the bench. You want to move your legs forward and you want to be at a 90-degree angle. Then you want to push down with your shoulders, down and back up, down and back up. Nextly, what are the advantages and disadvantages of a tricep dip? Firstly, they require minimal equipment as you only need a chair or a bench. You can also progressively overload this exercise as you can increase the intensity and also the weight as you can add a weighted belt. However, some disadvantages of tricep dips is that they can cause injuries to your shoulder, especially when you're doing it in bad form. They can also be difficult for beginners because you are lifting a high amount of your own body weight. We're now going to look at sit-ups. Sit-ups are a classic abdominal exercise designed to strengthen the core muscles by lifting your body from a lying to a seated position. I'm now going to demonstrate what a sit-up looks like. Firstly, you can use the floor if you want to, or a yoga mat for more comfort. You're going to lie down on the floor. Keep your feet nice and planted. You can use either a bench to help you keep them planted, or someone can usually just lean on them or stand on them for you. You want to lean back, and you can lean forwards, back into the seated position, into the lying position, and back to the seated position. We're now going to look at the advantages and disadvantages of sit-ups. Some advantages are that they can strengthen the core, as they target the abdominals, the obliques, and also the hip flexors. They also require no equipment, as you can simply perform these on the floor like I just showed you. Some disadvantages of sit-ups is that they can pose a risk of injury, especially if you have poor form, especially around the neck. They also have been shown they can be less effective than alternatives, as other exercises like planks have been shown they can be more effective than sit-ups.
A press-up is a fundamental bodyweight exercise designed to strengthen the chest, shoulders and triceps by lowering and raising the body to the floor. Can demonstrate this for you now. Taking out the floor. Now the shoulder width bar. Move, push. Up and down. Some advantages of the press-up are that it can work multiple muscles at once, engaging the majority of the upper body. There's also no equipment needed, and that it also builds functional strength, including posture and stability. However, some disadvantages are that it's got a limited progression, meaning it's hard to modify to increase difficulty. It's very common for form issues, which can lead to back pains and issues. It's also not ideal for beginners, due to the fact that they may not be able to move more than their body.
Overall, in this section, we believe that the best exercise is the sit-up. This is because they are easy to complete. However, if you do not believe they are easy to complete, you can have someone to help you through it. For example, you can have someone lean or hold down your feet to make it easier to get into that seated position. Also, the form is easy to correct, and also they target multiple muscle groups like the abdominals, the obliques and the hip flexors. Sit-ups also require little to no equipment needed. However, some people may want to use a yoga mat, especially if they suffer from joint pain or elbowing, as it provides a cushioned surface to perform the sit-up. We're now going to look at resistance machines. Resistance machines are stationary gym equipment designed to build strength by guiding movements along a fixed path using weight stacks and plates. We have two examples here of resistance machines. One is the cables and one is a normal resistance machine with a stack of weights. I'm now going to demonstrate how you can use the cable machine. First, I'm going to show you how to do a tricep push down. Firstly, you want to grab onto the ropes, lean backwards and then lean forwards. And you're going to push down into your waist and open your wrists out when you get to the bottom. The good thing about cable machines is that you can change which handle that you want to use. For example, you can also use the bar. You can also move this down to the bottom and then move to doing a bicep curl. Moving on to the normal machines, we've got here a bicep curl machine. Firstly, you want to sit down, make sure that you alter your seat to make sure you're comfortable in the right position. You want to get the handles and turn them inwards towards you. Get your back nice and straight and just pull up towards yourself. So, as you can see with this stack, it isn't a pin or a normal plate stack, as you can just turn a switch and it will give you the right weight that you want. However, with some gyms and some machines, they have just the plates and you have to take a pin out and put them into the weight so then you can get the right weight that you want instead. There are many disadvantages and advantages of resistance machines. One advantage is that it provides safety as it offers a fixed path, and if you were to drop the weight it would not fall back onto yourself. They also target specific muscle groups compared to free weights, for example. Some disadvantages of resistance machines is that they offer a limited variety, as they only perform one specific movement. They are also a non-functional movement, as they move along a rigid and unnatural path.